Hi guys. Welcome to my channel. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe to my channel. Top 10 Travel Destinations: Keukenhof Park, Netherlands, Holland. So make sure to watch the full video. All around the world, the Netherlands is recognized as the home of tulips, windmills, and canals, and today's visitors will undoubtedly find them among its many tourist attractions. Yet, visitors will also discover bustling cities, like Amsterdam, which are bursting with museums presenting a rich tradition of artists, in addition to the country's numerous gorgeous parks and lovely towns. Think Rembrandt and Van Gogh. Several medieval cities and castles, a national park covering 13,800 acres, and a tide control system recognized as one of the 7 wonders of the modern world are among the additional attractions. 10. The canals of Amsterdam and Jordan. The cityscapes of both Amsterdam and Venice are dominated by canals, and for any visitor, time spent exploring the city's spectacular waterways will likely rank among their fondest recollections. Nothing compares to strolling along the smaller, quieter streets that line the rivers. Even though many of Amsterdam's greatest tourist destinations are easily accessible by boat tour or water taxi, including most of the main museums and art galleries. The Jordan is a picturesque area that was developed in the early 1600s to accommodate laborers and immigrants who were attracted to the city because of its religious tolerance. Look for the area's numerous hofjes, the charming inner courtyards tucked behind the buildings. In addition to its modest canal-side dwellings, the Grachtengordel, with its numerous tiny bridges and charming 17th-century houses, is another neighborhood that makes for a good photo. As you stroll through these 400-year-old streets, you'll be rewarded with stunning instances of boutique shops, cafes, and gardens, as well as lovely specimens of architecture. A lot of houseboats are moored along the canals, so keep an eye out for them. 9. The Keukenhof. The Netherlands' most well-known flower, the tulip, comes to mind when people think of the country. And one of the most picturesque locations in the Netherlands displays an amazing variety of spring bulbs. Given its convenient location in relation to Amsterdam, a 45-minute drive or just under an hour on the bus, it provides for a fun and simple day excursion from the nation's largest city. Keukenhof, also referred to as the Garden of Europe, is situated outside of the town of Lees in what is frequently referred to as the bulb belt of the Netherlands. 8. The Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam. Since 1809, also known as the National Museum, has been gathering priceless works of art and artifacts. It is not surprising that its huge collection, which currently numbers close to 7 million works of art, includes 5,000 paintings in more than 250 rooms and a sizable library with about 35,000 books. Apart from its exceptional collection of old master paintings, this magnificent museum provides a thorough account of the growth of Dutch art and culture. It is particularly rich in traditional Dutch crafts, medieval sculpture, and contemporary art. Prepare to spend the majority of a day, if not more, perusing this museum's inexhaustible treasures. If you have time to see one more Rembrandt-related attraction while in Amsterdam, we recommend the Rembrandt House Museum, which is situated in the city's famed Jewish quarter. The famous artist spent 20 years painting here, capturing some still recognizable landscapes from the area in many of his best-known pieces. 7. The Hague's venerable Binnenhof. The Hague, Den Haag, which is most known as the home of the International Court of Justice, also serves as the Netherlands' political hub. The Dutch royal family's residence, Noordeinde Palace, is located here, where the nation's government also does its business. These lovely older houses, which are arranged around a central courtyard, previously functioned as residences for the upper classes of the nation and have been astonishingly well kept. The Knights Hall is this location's main jewel, Ridderzaal. The opening of Parliament every September is still held in this spectacular 13th-century structure, which resembles a castle and has twin towers. Some of the standout features include the Gothic hall's stained glass windows and wood-beamed ceiling. 6. Amsterdam's Anne Frank home. When in Amsterdam, you really must see the Anne Frank home. This extraordinary young woman wrote her well-known diary while hiding out on Prinsengracht with her family during World War II. They were Jewish refugees from Frankfurt. Her remarks, which have been translated into 51 different languages since she passed away just 2 months before the war ended, continue to carry on her legacy. A somber memorial to a tragic chapter in human history and a courageous young woman who continues to serve as an inspiration to people all around the world. The back of the totally rebuilt house where the Frank family had their hiding spot has been kept as close to its original state as possible. 5. Oude Haven, Rotterdam. The port city of Rotterdam, which is just a 1-hour train trip from Amsterdam, is definitely worth seeing because of its beautifully preserved old harbor, or Oude Haven. The city's location on the New Maas, a branch of the Rhine River, and its closeness to the English Channel have greatly contributed to its long and rich nautical heritage. The wonderful Oude Haven neighborhood in Rotterdam's maritime district is perfect for those who like to explore new places on foot. There are numerous ancient sailing ships and houseboats in the port that are on show at the Maritime Museum Rotterdam. 4. Amsterdam's Van Gogh Museum. As befits one of the greatest artists in history, the magnificent Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam, which draws about 1.5 million people annually, is placed in astonishing number 2 on a top ranking of the world's best art institutions. This remarkable gallery and museum was created especially to display the more than 200 paintings, 500 drawings, and 700 letters in its massive collection, which is the largest collection of Van Gogh artwork in the world. Many of the paintings were donated by the artist's family. Also on show are pieces by his contemporaries. Participating in the museum's brand new Meet Vincent van Gogh experience, which provides an enthralling, high-tech, interactive look into the artist's life and times as well as his most well-known work, is a highlight. 3. The Kinderdijk Windmills. The renowned community of Kinderdijk, or Children's Dike, is located on the River Noord between Rotterdam and Dordrecht. The name of the village, which translates to Children's Dike, comes from an incident that occurred during the St. Elizabeth's Day flood of 1421, when a child's cradle became stuck on the dike. These days, the superbly preserved windmills from the 18th century are the main attraction. The 19 Kinderdijk windmills, constructed between 1722 and 1761, are the Netherlands' greatest concentration of remaining windmills and are now UNESCO World Heritage Sites. 2. National Park, De Hoge Veluwe. You might be shocked to learn that the Netherlands, although a small nation, has one of the most varied national park systems. The biggest is De Hoge Veluwe National Park, also known as Nationaal Park De Hoge Veluwe, which is situated between Arnhem and Apeldoorn and is justifiably regarded as one of the top tourist destinations in the Netherlands for outdoor enthusiasts. This national park, which spans approximately 13,800 acres, is both the biggest continuous natural reserve in the nation and one of the most well-liked spots for day trips among both locals and tourists. The region was formerly a country estate and hunting reserve, and today it is home to much red and roe deer. It also has a beautiful sculpture park and dense woodlands in the north. The region of the park with the highest preservation consists of stunning dunes, heath, and wooded patches, and is bordered on the south and east by moraines that can reach heights of 100 meters. Also, it's a well-liked location for biking, hiking, and birdwatching. Use of bikes is free to visitors. The impressive Kröller-Müller Museum, Rijksmuseum Kröller-Müller, which houses the second largest collection of Van Gogh artwork in the world, is for many the centerpiece of this lovely park and the reason why many visitors come here. Paintings by Cézanne, Manet, Monet, and Renoir as well as other Impressionist and Expressionist artists are also featured in the collections. One of Europe's largest outdoor sculpture gardens displays pieces by Rodin, Hepworth, Dubuffet, and other artists. 1. Utrecht Cathedral Square. The Dutch city of Utrecht should unquestionably be on your agenda if you're traveling to the Netherlands because of its many beautiful old structures. Start your stroll through this city's pedestrian-friendly streets in Cathedral Square. St. Martin's Cathedral, or Dom Church, is located there, and the area is referred to as the Domplein, Domkerk. Although it was established in 1254, most of what you can see is from the 14th and 15th centuries. You should also go to the Domtoren, a 14th-century church tower that still stands alone and towers over the nearby structures. For the amazing views of Utrecht, Be sure to hike up to the viewing platforms. Although there are 465 steps to climb, the accompanying guided tour is a fantastic introduction to the city's extensive history. We hope you enjoyed the video. Use the comments section below to tell us what you think about the video. Also, make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell button to be notified of all the latest videos.